Hey guys, Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. Let's go ahead and get on the topic of the government shutdown.
That drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. Freedom of speech, bitch! Yeah!
Drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
That drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
This drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. You a good motherfucker, Travis?
What can I say? I love tits.
Did a little research, did a little studying, and, some of the things that are going to be cut out in government's shutdown process are the people that aren't going to be getting paid. Now, the most well-known is going to be the military. Whether you're the left or the right, and they're going to both play the same card. I've seen it before. Every government shutdown that they've done, they play the same script. These people are shutting it down. They're responsible because they're not agreeing. Well, they won't agree with us, so we're going to shut it down. It's getting shut down. So people like soldiers will not be paid their weekly or bi-weekly salary. People on food stamps, WIC, those kind of things. Hey, sorry, you can't get paid because, the government shut down. Now, granted, a lot of those people need their money. But let's look at an idea that I have. The average soldier, and this is more of like a high ranking, okay? So don't quote me on exact every soldier makes this because we all know they have different pay grades. But the average soldier usually makes about $55,000 a year. You break that down, that's about $2,292 bi-weekly, probably before taxes too. So that's what, $4,500 a month? They don't really make a lot. And they're protecting the country. They're serving. Okay. Well, no matter what, whether they're getting paid or not, they still got to serve and protect the country. Well, let's look at somebody else that I think should not be paid during government shutdowns. Senators' average yearly salary, $174,000 a year for an average U.S. senator. That is $6,692 bi-weekly. Now, I'm pretty sure they get a monthly salary, so you just multiply that by 2, and they're getting about $13,000 a month. Not bad, right? Let's look at a couple senators of very well known. Now, this isn't going to be exact because we know they all do like insider trading. They have all this, so they make more money than just their average paycheck. And since not to be biased, Republican Ted Cruz, average salary $174,000. However, it is reported that he can make up to almost $914,203 a year. Woo! Ted Cruz smoking those cigars and lighting them with dollar bills? Yeah. Chuck Schumer, $193,400 a year. Man, that's a lot of money that these guys get paid a year. Don't you see where I'm going with this? Why would you stop giving all of the soldiers their money when you could just easily get the senators to shut the hell up and do their job if you don't pay them? Why don't we make a change to where those bastards do not get paid if there's a government shutdown? Maybe we'll stop all the bickering, because if they're making $174,000 a year, doesn't matter, government shutdown or not, they're still getting paid. So let's do the math. If all of the senators, all 100 of them, are making $669,203 a month together, break that down to biweekly being $334,615 biweekly. Why don't we just take it out of their asses and their paychecks rather than our soldiers? Now, granted, I'm not happy the fact that they're using the exact same storyline as the last time the government has been shut down. Oh, it's their fault. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me do a couple clips here real quick.
The obvious question: why is the government shut down right now? The answer is pure partisan politics being played by the Democrat Party. The Democrats shut down the government because President Trump and the Republicans will not force American taxpayers to pay for free health care for illegal aliens.
So in this instance, the Republicans blew this deal up. They did. They blew it up, and they need to fix it. This is not for the president to fix. This is not for us to fix. This is for Republicans in Congress to fix this, the mess that they created. There's still time, and our focus is keeping the government open. If there is a shutdown, and I don't want to get too much into hypotheticals, but this is the reality, transition activities will be restricted.
All right, cue Chuck Schumer.
And at the precipice of a government shutdown because Republicans are not serious about keeping the government open.
Republicans are forcing a government shutdown because they don't care about your health care.
Donald Trump and Washington Republicans are now shutting down the government, like I said, because they refuse to come to the table.
All right, now let's go ahead and cue Trump arguing.
When you shut it down, you have to do layoffs. So we'd be laying off a lot of people that are going to be very affected. They're going to be Democrats.
The president takes no pleasure in this. The president did not want a shutdown. I'm telling you this from my own testimony. I was in the Oval Office.
A lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want.
He pleaded with Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries to do the right thing. Keep the government open. We'll talk about all these other issues later because that's how the process works.
Is it in the best interest for the government to shut down just because one side's arguing with the other? Maybe. The simple fact that we don't want to have more spending that is wasteful and useless. So yeah, people might get laid off. People might lose their jobs and get upset and blame it on one or the other, but it happens quite often. I mean, let's look. How many times has the government been shut down in its entirety? It says the U.S. government has had 20 funding gaps, resulting in 10 shutdowns since 1976. The longest lasting 35 days. That's a little over a month. Do I believe that the government shutdown is something that we need to do? Not really, if it's going to come out of our soldiers' pockets. Our soldiers should not be losing money because they're trying to give more money to illegal immigrants. Sorry, guys. Y'all make $174K a year minimum. I make $33K a year. Our soldiers, $55K. I think you're taking out of the wrong people's pockets. So if you agree with me, hit the like button. Leave me a comment, even if you disagree. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Share, let everybody know. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get some more butts watching. And as always, take care of yourself and peace.
This is the best goddamn podcast in fucking Lubbock, Texas.
Well, I say we get drunk because I'm all out of ideas.